And operating from a only my people matter standpoint, or only my people matter mentality, only my people's struggle is important to me mentality, well, I will only stand up for my people, reminds me of the way that white supremacy operates. The problem with Dr. Umar and people that think like Dr. Umar. According to him, he believes that if Black people advocate for Palestinians' freedom, our struggle, our issues will get pushed to the side or become an afterthought, right? And he believes that even if he wishes them well, it's none of his business to advocate for their freedom, right? I believe that you can be pro-Black, you can be pro your own race group, you can be pro your own culture, and still have room to advocate for the freedom of other people. And operating from a only my people matter standpoint, or only my people matter mentality, only my people's struggle is important to me mentality, well, I will only stand up for my people, reminds me of the way that white supremacy operates. That is the principle of white supremacy. White people operated off of only our people matter, only our people deserve wealth, only our people's lives count, only our people mentality. That's where white supremacy is centered, in believing that only your people matter. Now, you might think there is a difference between what Dr. Umar is saying and white supremacy, and maybe, but there is a reason why white people, when they were oppressing Black people and other groups of color, they outlawed interracial interactions like marriages, friendships. That's why they separated us, so that we live in different parts, so that we think we are different and can't unite against a common struggle. Because what's happening in Palestine is happening because of white supremacy. What happened in Africa is what happened because of white supremacy. What's happening now with our economic oppression is because of white supremacy. And just because you are pro your people, it doesn't mean that you should not advocate for the freedom of other people. Because the past 2, almost 3 months now, the solidarity I've seen between different race groups, including white people standing with other people of color, out in the street in different countries around the world, to stand for one group of people in a faraway land, is something that blows my mind every time. That's what humanity looks like. And as a young Gen Z person who feels like white supremacy needs to be dismantled in every part of the world, I believe that interracial solidarity is our biggest strength. And like I said before, it's going to be the case that as a Black person, when you stand up for other groups of people, it's likely that you will get discriminated against by people you stood up for before. But to me, humanity is worth the fight. Interracial solidarity is something white supremacy can't break, even if it tried to. When people from different cultures and different races can relate to each other, can empathize with each other, can find a common struggle, can find common ground and relate to each other, that is something that can't be broken. And I know you think that somehow Black people can defeat a system all by themselves, but I'm telling you right now, that shit's impossible. Black people have been fighting white supremacy for over 500 years, and we still have not dismantled this shit. Because we need the collective power of the masses to dismantle it. Now, he's within his rights to believe that Black people should only care about Black struggles, but I strongly disagree. Because operating from a only my people matter thing is taking certain aspects of white supremacy and using them for your own race group and thinking that that's not a problem. I don't know where everybody else is at, but that's genuinely how I feel. It's either freedom for everybody or freedom for nobody. We've already seen what happens when one race group thinks that they are above other people, or one race group thinks that their problems or their wants or benefits are the only ones that matter. We've already seen that. Why would you want to repeat that, but only for your people, and think that the outcome is somehow going to be better? I don't understand.
For me personally, I understand where the perspective comes from. There's a reason why the POC community was created in the first place. The term people of color, POC, which you refer to as interracial solidarity, was created in standing in solidarity against Western oppression. However, due to time, people came to realize that, especially Black people, and it also formed the mentality which certain Black people have, that we would give our all in standing in solidarity with certain races of people of color However, when it came for them to replicate that energy back to us, black people were found standing and fighting for themselves. So this is why certain black people feel the way that they feel. It also came from videos, people creating things like, let's stand with Palestine first, and then it's Sudan, and then it's Congo. Videos like that creates the mindset that black people have. So they're saying this interracial solidarity is one-sided, and it's also one of the reasons why Congo, Sudan, and other African nations have not gotten this major mainstream even throughout the years, So for me, I understand where it comes from, I, for one, has even declared on my page that I support Palestine. I stand with Palestine. But with that said, I've also said that I support my people as well. Now, to close off the statement, I want to say that black people who solidly want to stand with their people, they can do that. That's how they feel. We shouldn't force them, because it's like that with other races, whether we like it or not. If they want to focus on black issues and put a voice on that, they can do that. We've already pushed as much as we can when it comes to Palestine. South Africa has even came forth and did the most. Despite the problems that we have in our own countries, we managed to pause our own problems and focus on them. So not just South African problems, African problems as well, They haven't taken as much step as they've taken to Palestine. So what I'm trying to say at the end of the day is that let those that want to push Congo, Sudan, and other African nations, let them do that. We've done so much, and there's only so much one person can do. I hope this also is received well, because this is my stand also.